Hello, party people. Welcome back to our
What's
channel.
up, y'all?
Welcome back.
Hello, everybody. So, me and Chachi are a little bit sick.
A tad, yeah.
I think we caught the Eurovid, or whatever you want to call it. But we're in a good mood, and, we want to hang out with our favorite anal rapist is what I was trying to say, and then...
Oh my god.
So, we read his chat log last week. It was very disturbing.
Extremely.
It's kind of a piece of shit. So I split the video up into... It's all the same one from C Scorpion Re-Uploads. And thanks, King. This is a great video.
Yes.
We split it up into 4 parts here for viewer entertainment, so we can kind of get the full Mike Warrecker story here. We might have to take a few nose blowing breaks.
Yeah.
Due to the sickness, especially
nose blowing / coughing.
Especially Chachi. She's very boogery and gross and sinusy and
not be exposing me like that
snivelly
into the world. Snivelly.
So yeah, but let's have some fun with Mike here.
Let us delve.
Okay, so the first video I wanted to get him walking in because it's important because he looks like a fucking idiot. So let's do it.
What do we have coming up right now? That's our avalanche. That's our 1230, Mike, 29 years old.
We've always...
I know it's been, a long time with the video, so it's time to stop it, but this truck, whenever I see it, I always think that the person driving it is racist. I don't know to which race exactly. I don't know if they're broadly racist or, specifically racist, but it strikes me as a racist truck.
It's giving off racial racism vibes.
Racial prejudice truck.
Always been aware that the men coming into our undercover houses could be...
I'm sorry if you have one of those. Maybe you're
and
not racist.
And also sorry that this is inverted. For some it might be bothersome.
I think it's to not get fucked by the NBC
Probably.
mafia here.
But it does look, it's a little bothersome, and it might be, so we're acknowledging
We're
that.
acknowledging it, yeah.
dangerous.
Now stay there. We don't want to send you out yet. We just don't...
But as we set up our To Catch a Predator operation in Long Beach, California, the very first
So
man...
Here he comes. Looking really good.
We
who
can't even
arrived...
see him yet.
had...
Oh, I can see him. Look, he looks like he's crip walking. So he's got the very, very long, loose shorts.
Baggy shorts.
Very, look, that is...
Which were common. I mean,
This
still
was a
kind
common
of
look.
are nowadays. No. People wear them, but not as common.
This is a very popular look. They got this from, Fred Durst and those idiots.
Has us especially worried.
Yeah, that is... He doesn't look like... people that used to dress like this, they didn't look like people to me. They looked like walking cylinders or something. It just looked like... He just doesn't look like a... if you just saw this image, you wouldn't think that's a guy approaching a house. You would just... That doesn't look like anything.
Not know what to make out of it.
Whoa, hold on. Here he comes. He's coming. Head to position 3.
29-year-old Michael Warrecker, an unemployed computer technician, uses the frightening screen name, Can I Rape You Anally? He thinks he's coming...
Oh my god. He's very wide.
Quite
I know the
rotund.
shorts and everything are making him look even wider, but you can see his arms kind of it's a wide arm. Man.
to meet a girl who said she was 13.
Okay, open up the door.
What Warrecker apparently doesn't know...
Also,
who said she was 13.
Frag could be this guy's dad. He's got almost the exact same, outfit going on. These guys look exactly the same.
They do.
Frag
Similar.
and rape.
Okay, open up the door.
What Warrecker apparently doesn't know is he's really been chatting with an adult decoy from Perverted Justice. That's an online watchdog group Dateline uses as a consultant to do what it normally does. Go into chat rooms, mostly on Yahoo and AOL, set up computer profiles, and in this case, pretend to be children under the age of 14 who are interested in sex.
Okay, that's cool.
In his online chat, Warrecker tells the decoy, maybe we should hook up, and says he would like to have anal sex with her. The decoy says, ouch, I think that would hurt a lot. Warrecker responds, yeah, but it's a good pain, you know.
Yeah.
I think that would hurt a lot. Warrecker responds, yeah, but it's a good pain, you know. Now, Warrecker is at the door.
Hi, how you doing?
Being met by a youngish-looking 18-year-old decoy playing the
So
girl.
she is youngish.
Young-ish.
She is youngish looking. I don't know if she's like Filipino or
Oh,
Vietnamese or something, but she is pretty young looking here. I don't know why they love putting hats on the decoys.
Yeah.
I think it's to make them look childish,
Yeah.
but it looks fucking stupid. Like, what
Or
is
to hide, probably, yeah, to hide their
adultness?
maybe.
But this girl's like 18. She doesn't have gray hairs or
Yeah,
anything,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like the hat looks fucking... That's not a good fitting hat either. She looks fucked up. Like, that looks like she's wearing her dad's hat. It doesn't
Right, right.
Supposed to be.
I mean, this isn't about her. Like, she's not on trial, but, you know...
Go ahead and roast her.
Home Alone.
Over here,
Can
you
you sit
know?
down?
And it's time for me to.
Okay, I think we can switch to the other one now. So I wanted to get the, the mic walk in so we
Yeah.
can see how much of a fucking
Because
idiot
it's
he looks like.
important, it's
Because it's important. And
Oh my god.
Now we, invert
This
it backwards.
Very
so.
unappealing though.
No, this
Just
isn't a
before
good
even
look.
pressing play, like what is that?
Well, from the chat log, we know that he did take a shower before he came, and he did a load of laundry, and he said that he has a clean shirt and clean underwear and clean shorts or socks. Either way, that's pretty good for the standards of these fucking guys. Someone
Yes.
showed up with mustard stains, so I
Yeah,
mean,
either way, he
he
came
washes
prepared.
clothes, I guess. Fuck, he looks so funny looking to me. Like, his head is huge, man. It's a huge head.
Can you get me a drink, please?
Look at that.
Oh
Look at that
my
smile,
God.
man. What
The
a fucking...
excitement.
He just looks like such a pred, man.
He does. He really does.
So, he kind of just looks like an average, like, guy you would find at, like, an Irish pub, That's kind of what he reminds me of. Like, I don't know about
Your
Ireland. I'm
average
talking about
Joe.
over here.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
that's fair. Just to put it into perspective.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a weird guy to me. Like, this is definitely a weird looking face, but if you didn't match this with the can I rape you anally
Anally.
part of him, I wouldn't
Catalog,
necessarily think, oh, what a creepy looking guy. I just think, oh, it's one of those, just a guy, it doesn't
Yeah.
look like a...
Yeah.
Did you remember the hang?
Even the everything, like, he's, decently well groomed, the outfit isn't, like, I don't like
Yeah,
it,
he
but it's
looks
okay,
I mean, whatever.
He looks alright.
Prior to knowing
Although, fuck, look at the width on this guy, man. He's like a meter, it's like 2 meters wide.
I mean, look at the wall in the back.
Yeah.
Just like
It's like, yeah,
puts it into
he's...
perspective.
And look, the fucking room is, like, shifting towards him. It looks like he has his own, like, gravitational pull, man. It's crazy.
Handcuffs?
We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I bet we do.
Yes, we do.
This is Punch, right?
Yeah.
And actually,
What are you doing?
we were,
This is
you and I were
Punk,
kind of
right?
talking about how tall
Yeah.
is this guy. I think Chris, he's like 6'2" or 6'3".
Well, I mean, look at you can see in the back the sliding doors.
187? What is
the
that,
back.
like 6'1"?
No,
I
that's
guess
like
I could
6'2".
Feet.
185 is 6'1".
6'2"?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I mean, that's alright, It's pretty tall.
Yeah, pretty tall for your average Joe.
And so I'm kind of looking at them here, and they look to be, like, he's a little bit slouched here, whereas Hansen's, prim and proper. They look
Hansen
to
is
be about the
significantly
same
slim.
height.
I mean, look at Hansen's shoulders, like his shoulder width.
Yeah, no.
And looking at Mr.
Yeah.
Pedos over here, like
He's definitely much fatter, but...
much thicker.
And
yes.
so when you think about him, he's about... I mean, it's
probably
shorter.
around like 6.
It's shorter than I am, but he looks, like, bigger than I am.
Yeah,
So...
probably around 6'3", 6'2", 6'3".
6'2", 6'3", probably like 280, 290, I would think. Man, this is a fucking big guy. Maybe even 300. Like, probably not 300. 280 looks about right. But whatever. Let's take a look at Hansen fucking drilling this guy's dick.
What are you doing here?
Hanging out.
Hanging out.
Yes.
And how old was this person we're talking to?
She said she was 13, but
She said she was 13.
Look at his face though, like from here,
And how old was this person we're talking to?
she said she was 13.
and this face,
yeah.
this like, oh, she said she was 13. Like that's a good thing.
It's the dismissive look,
yeah.
Like,
He's like,
she's-
what do you mean? It's not,
He kind of like... It's kind of funny that they have this red punch in this glass.
Yeah.
And he's like the vampire predator. It makes him look very vampiric.
very, very.
It's just kind of lucky that happened, but like...
His ear is a little pointy
Yeah, he
too.
looks-
It's giving that.
He has like the bat ears. Yeah, it just looks very vampiric here.
He does.
And the hair slicked back and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And the black shirt. Yeah, no, it's a very vampiric look. This is, by the way, I don't think he was going for that, but he does
just
look
happened to be
vampiric.
that
Yeah,
way.
poor guy, man.
She said she was 13. And how old are you?
Okay. I'm 29.
29.
Does he look 29?
She said she was 13, but
She said she was 13.
Does he look 29?
He does not.
You don't think so?
No.
I think he looks
he
29-ish.
looks more 31, 32.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. I mean, early 30s, but
early
I don't
30s. He's got a few wrinkles going, but it's mostly because of the excess weight in his face.
And how old are you?
Okay. I'm 29.
20.
I like the tremor in his voice. It's 29. It sounds nice to me. I don't know. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I rape you anally?
Look at that. Look, man.
That face.
So Hansen can't even comprehend that. Like, that is so out of Hansen's wheelhouse, man. Like, I know he does this shit, but Hansen's from a generation where you didn't talk like this. You didn't do things like this. You courted a nice woman, and then when you got famous on NBC, you got a cocaine addiction and cheated on her on public TV. You know, that's
We won't talk about that, though, right now.
That's the generation Hansen's from. You don't expose yourself publicly unless you have a lot of money, you know? And,
How do you come up with that?
yeah, Hansen
Like,
can't
hello?
even...
Like-
If Hansen was 29, his what's it called? His fucking name? His chat name? I sound like I'm Hansen here.
Like, so bad.
His username would be like well-groomed male Wisconsin. You know, that's what his name would be.
Yes,
Or
very
like
much.
or like North Chicago looking for love. You know? That would be Hansen.
Those are good. I like the second one.
He's from Chicago, that's what I'm saying. Oh wow, look at that fucking guy. I like that whole kind of, let's just let Hansen kind of like be bewildered by it.
Anally.
Okay.
How old are you?
Okay. I'm 29.
29.
Yeah.
Can I rape you anally? How do you come up with that?
A guy thing here, okay?
Okay, wait, can I just... Can I enjoy it one more time before we get into the guy? And then we'll just let it play through.
Yeah.
Can I rape you anally?
Really?
How do you come up with that?
A guy thing here, okay?
Got it.
Yeah. Or like we all have our fetishes. Okay?
God. Oh my God. No. He's acting like he said something that doesn't really have a whole lot of like,
like...
you know what I mean? Like
handcuffs or...
something that is,
spanking or
more
something.
common. Like, this is not it, though.
Anal rape
This
is
is
fucking
not
serious. The way that he... I really like the way that his just face moves and shit.
How do you come up with that?
The hand movement, the eye movement, the delivery of these lines is perfect. Like, I don't know how Warrecker is so confident, but he's sitting here, and I think that in a way he's like, I'm kind of fucked here, but like, I'm gonna stand my ground. I'm gonna fight it as much as I can.
Yeah,
and so
of
he
course.
delivers these lines pretty good, and he sticks to the point. He believes that he's okay.
I mean, before you continue,
Go ahead.
he is in this next phase of, oh my gosh, like, kind of more alerted that clearly there's something going on.
Something's wrong.
And now is his time to show himself.
Yeah.
And to protect himself.
And to prove that he's right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
defend
these
himself.
gestures, come on, like, everybody has fetishes, like guy to guy,
Everybody,
like, it's
Yeah, guy
all
to guy.
it's all covering the
Guy to
what's,
guy,
what's
Hansen.
to happen next.
Hansen,
So
you've been here, I've been here, Cheffy's been here. We've all done this,
hey. Okay. Jeff.
Guy thing here, okay?
Wait, let's just do that through.
How do you come up with that?
A guy thing here, okay?
Got it.
Yeah. Or like we all have our fetishes. Okay?
The eye thing that he
Like,
does
come
is
on, man,
really
like-
funny.
Got it.
Yeah. Or like we all have
Just
our
think-
fetishes. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Like normalizing what
really
you just
funny. It's
heard,
really,
like,
really funny. This is kind of like the peak of this thing, as far as I could tell. This little like 15-second segment, but it's really good. And I like how ignorant it is. It's very, very ignorant. It's like, we all have our fetishes, okay? Whereas it's you're not here with a 29-year-old girl and you're gonna, handcuff her to the bed and do your fucking thing. Like, you're here to take a 13-year-old's anal virginity via rape, via forceful rape. That is completely different. That is completely
That
different.
is horrific.
It's
That is
not
horrific.
at all just a common fetish, man. It is
No.
a serious, serious, serious problem. Okay, let's hear this one through.
Yeah.
Can I rape you anally? How do you come up with that?
A guy-to-guy thing here, okay?
Got it.
Yeah. Or like we all have our fetishes, okay?
Can I?
It's a pretty good stare down there, isn't
It
it?
is. It is.
Okay?
Got it.
Yeah. Or like we all have our fetishes, okay?
That's a really good stare down.
Can I ask you a blanked up question? Do you have a rape fetish? And were you ever raped? No to both. You say, I like rape.
Yeah.
No,
He actually
no
did
to
say it. I
both.
didn't even fucking remember.
You say, I like rape.
Yep.
What kind of a thing is that to say? To a 13-year-old kid?
Well, she wasn't 13, was she?
She said she was.
Well, and I can say we're at 12.
You say, no, I'm not a rapist. Laugh out loud. I just like it. I never actually do it unless the chick wanted me to act it out or something.
So yeah, what's the problem? Like, you know what he said? He's like, yeah, exactly.
And,
you
like-
proved my point there, Hansen. I'm not here for anything weird.
I never actually do it unless the chick wanted me to act it out or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, what
exactly,
do you mean?
dumbass.
Yeah, of course. That's
I
what I,
wouldn't
said.
actually
like,
rape her, except I explicitly said I would, and that I want to rape her friend as well, because I thought she was hot on MySpace, also 13 years old, right? That he said that in the chat log.
I do not want to talk about that
Yeah.
again.
I just wanted to kind of go over this little defense
You
here.
say, no, I'm not a rapist.
And I can say we're at 12.
So you said, you said that to a 13-year-old girl. And he says, yeah, but she wasn't actually 13. So, like, this is a stupid defense. And everybody knows that this is a stupid defense. You have to play within the, like, means of what you understand, Like, if she says, I'm 12, you don't assume, oh, maybe she's 30. You know what I mean? If someone says I'm 25, they might be 35. Okay, that's different, right? Like, if someone says they're underage, you have to assume they're underage. You have to, right? Like, otherwise...
Yeah.
You can't just say, oh, maybe they're not. Like that's not a gamble you're willing to take, man.
It's not.
And you don't want to be saying that sort of shit to someone and say, oh, there's a 50-50 chance that she's underage. Like, you might harm a person by saying the crazy shit that he said in the chat log. You know what I mean? It wasn't even, it was so fucked up.
That
You say,
that's an
no, I'm
assumption
not a
you
ra-
cannot make.
You cannot make that assumption, man. Like, if you see it, you immediately assume
Yeah.
she's fucking underage. Move on, man. Like,
Rapist. Laugh out loud. I just like it. I never actually do it unless the chick
look at the way he's looking at him. He's like, look at Hansen. He's fucking himself up here. Like, he's proving me right.
wanted me to act it out or something.
The way that I entertain myself is online. And I'll say anything, and I'll talk about anything.
You talk about shaving her and maybe cutting her and tasting her blood.
Okay, well, people...
So that's normal?
Well, people do some things, man. Come on.
God.
His
Oh
deliveries
my
are so
God.
good, man. Like, the way his face moves and, like, the words he uses are so funny to me.
Shaving her and maybe cutting her and tasting her blood.
Okay, well, people...
So that's normal?
Well, people do some things, man.
People do some
man.
things. Okay, sure, but not with a 13-year-old
man.
when
Not
you're
with Johnny.
30. Like, hello.
And I like that he's, exactly. And I like that he's kind of reframing the argument. Like, this guy's a born fucking lawyer, man. He's, like, reframing the whole thing, like Chris, man, why are you...
Why
why
are
are
you
you-
questioning me,
Why
man?
are you doing
like,
this, man? Why are you kink shaming me, okay? Like, I'm allowed to suck blood. And here's the thing, man. You absolutely are. And I'm not going to judge that, all right? With someone that's your age. Or, at least over the age of 18. The kinks are not the problem here, okay? It does add
it's
to
the
how funny it is.
principle.
It's
the
funny.
principle.
I like that he wants to suck her blood while having the screen name "Can I Rape You Anally?" Like, that is funny. It's hilarious. But it's not why you're going to prison. Like, you can. That's not.
Like, he's acting like the most innocent citizen.
Yeah,
ever.
He's like, dude, I'm just here to just have some fun with like a totally legal woman. That's not the case though. However, he is right. People do some things, man.
Yes, of course.
And I like that. Come on, too. He's like, look at this dude. So smug, man. The smuggest predator.
So that's normal?
Well, people do some things, man. Come on.
Come on, Boomer. You know,
Come on,
we're
Chris.
young
Like,
out here,
people do
man.
some
We're
things, like-
young. We cut each other open. We suck each other's blood, man. Come on, oldie. You don't understand what we're up to out here.
Ew.
You're dumbass, Mikey. That's not the fucking point.
Do you feel that you have got a problem chatting online?
Sort of, yeah.
So it's sort of like make-believe to you in some way.
Yeah,
Role-playing.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, but she said she was 13.
I don't know.
Okay, so this is where like the walls come down, man. So he's kind of held it together, and right here is when he's like, "Oh fuck, man! Like everything I've been arguing is completely out the window because she's 13 the whole time, so it doesn't matter."
Role-playing.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but she
smile?
said she was 13.
I don't know.
Immediate defeat. Immediate defeat. Like smile to defeat.
Role-playing.
Yeah, you know.
See, look, I'm good. We're up. You know,
Yeah.
I made a good point here.
Yeah.
I'm not an actual rapist. I'm a pretend rapist, and people do some things, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but she said she was 13.
Fuck, I'm going to prison. That, you know, like,
Yeah. It's like for me to see,
it's
like,
completely over. Like,
Yeah,
Role-playing.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, but she said she was 13.
I don't know.
this is the first time he kind of frowns and is like, "Oh yeah, fuck,
yeah,
that's actually
like,
kind of a
realization of what's
that was
happening.
actually kind of a bad call. I shouldn't have said all that shit."
So if I wasn't here, and a 13-year-old girl was here, and she was willing to go along with your rape, what do you think would happen?
On day one, on this, you know.
Is this any way for a 29-year-old man to behave?
No.
He's got a very ill-defined jawline. I don't really know where his
There
face
is
begins.
not one, though.
Like, I feel like this guy, if he wasn't an anal rapist and if he lost weight and like kind of, you know, worked on himself, I think there could be like potential here, man. I think he'd be all right, to be honest.
Slight potential.
I don't think that he's like horrible by any means, like, but I mean, like, even the neck and everything aside, it's really the anal rape of a child that's kind of like the crux of it. Like, this is fine, you know, but it's
Yeah.
it's the pedophilia.
Yeah.
Like,
What do you think should
it's
happen?
Yeah.
So, I wanted to go to our third cutout here of him walking out. Because we gotta get the full
Yeah,
fucking
of
picture
course.
here, man.
It makes sense.
Yeah. So let's take a look.
Is this any way for a 29-year-old man to behave?
No.
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
Sometimes.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults.
I love that part. And Chris is probably waiting the whole
Yeah.
episode for this one line.
He doesn't give a shit about the rest of it. He's
Like, have you seen Daylight NBC?
do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
Hansen.
Oh my god! Look at the difference of these two faces, man. Just like, look, he even looks like holy. You know,
Yeah,
he has this.
yeah.
I like this that it's coming down. It looks like fucking
These rays of, like,
rays of
holiness.
Jesus, man. Yeah, and it's like God coming to smite like the vampire. You know, like it's like power of Christ compels you, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
Sometimes.
I'm Chris Hansen
Yeah.
with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to pick up young boys and girls online for sex. If there's anything else you want to tell us about why you're here and what you've been doing, we'd like to hear it. If not, you're clearly free to walk out the door you came in.
And that is the how do they kill vampires with the wooden cross? Not the
Yeah.
wooden cross, the wooden spike, right?
Yeah,
Whatever
the
the fuck
spike.
it's called.
The spike.
That's what Hansen's doing here.
Young
He's
boys and
the
girls
height
online
of
for
the
sex.
spike.
If there's anything else you want to tell us about why you're here and what you've been doing, we'd like to hear it. If not, you're clearly free to walk out the door you came in.
Being
And just outside, the Long Beach police are getting into position.
Hands up in here.
He is charged with an attempted lewd
fuck.
act upon a child.
Yeah, look how much bigger he is in that car.
In here.
He is charged with an attempted lewd act upon a child.
Like, I don't know this guy. I don't know
Yeah,
how big
yeah,
he
yeah.
is. He might be like 5'6", but like
Well, you look at his forearm and it's pretty.
he looks like a bigger guy though. Like he looks like he's probably
I mean,
5'11".
he looks like
you know,
he's
like,
maybe like sure D'd a little bit, but I don't know if he's.
but like look at the size. Like look, this, like the fucking shoulder to his head is like this guy's shoulder to shoulder, man. It's fucking huge,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Massive guy.
Under
His arms,
California,
yeah, look at the hands.
charged
The-
with an attempted lewd
the hand
act
on
upon a
hand.
child.
Look at his fucking.
Yeah.
Look at his finger. Like his finger's like this guy's forearm, man. That's a huge fucking hand.
Huge bloke.
Under California law, attempting to have
Police.
sex with someone under the age of 14 is a felony, punishable by up to 4 years in prison. Warrecker pleaded no contest.
I mean,
He's
you know,
the
what
first.
are you gonna do? Like, well, obviously, like you gotta
It's
just
over,
say
man.
it's
It's
fucked.
over.
Like, you're not gonna get out of this one after the
over,
shit you
game
said.
over.
It's fucked, man.
You're
Like
done.
he left absolutely no room for sympathy.
Absolutely
You know,
not. Absolutely not.
His chat log was so fucked, man, so fucked, and you know, at least some of them you could say like you could
they're
argue
showing,
this
like,
and that, yeah, you know.
At least some sympathy. Like, this
Some
guy
sympathy.
did not do
No,
any
this
of
guy
that,
left
like-
himself completely open to get fucked.
First in a long line of men who will be arrested by the Long Beach Police Department over the next 3 days.
See ya, Mike. See ya.
See ya, Mikey. Get fucked. And then I thought that we could just kind of take a look at this quick segment here. This is like I think this is from the actual episode, whereas what I had on here was like the extended interview. So I wanted to just see if we missed any good bangers, any good lines, you know, let it play through. So let's take a look. So this is some drinking punch. It's about like the same
This is
place we
punk,
started
right?
the other one.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
Hanging out.
Hanging out.
Yes.
You know what's one, Shane? I'm sorry to cut it off again. There's no good arrest with this guy. Like, it would have been nice to see his, like, 280 pounds hit the fucking cement, you know?
Oh, yeah. His head into the cement.
Into the
like,
cement, yeah. Get a little scraped up and shit. Like, Lee Greer, like, he got it bad, you know? He was face down, crying. Cameraman went right to his face.
No.
No,
We didn't see
yeah. Oh,
any of that
Lord.
action here.
He
Oh,
got
Lord.
he was very sad. He was pathetic. He was fat, you know? Whereas, like, Warrecker kind of gets, like, you know, we don't...
Kind of like a little pass.
A little
bit of a
pass, yeah.
And I knew that this was a setup because this was too convenient for this.
What was too convenient?
A chat room and just talking about everything.
He knew that it was going to be a setup, but he still showed up.
He's still here,
He
man.
still showed up.
He's still here. And I know what he means. He means to say, in the back of my head, I knew I might be getting set
Yeah,
up.
his gut was probably saying otherwise.
Yeah, but all
hopefully.
in all, you chose to reach, man. You chose
came,
to reach.
and that's all that matters.
And now you're here on national television.
That she did.
And how old was this so-called person we're talking to?
She said she was 13, but...
She said she was 13. And how old are you?
I'm 29.
And you thought it was okay to come over here and meet a 13-year-old girl at the age of 29?
And hang out, yeah.
That's all you're going to do was hang out?
That's what I told her, yes.
And that's not okay either, by the way.
And that's not what he told her either.
That's also not what he told her. He told her everything but that. He said...
Hanging out is not okay, and him lying like that is not okay because, as per the chat log, he did not just say we're gonna hang out. Like, and we all know that, so...
I want to really pull up that little section. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. We literally just read this chat log the other day on Perverted Justice, and
6 days ago, to be exact.
6 days ago to be exact, and now it's completely gone. So I don't know. Maybe there's
Maybe it
servers
was
are down or
extremely
some shit.
inappropriate that it was taken down.
Yeah, maybe. But no, like everything's down. Like they said at the start of 2019. Like I remember when this shit went down, but it came back up. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. But whatever. The point I was trying to make was that Warrecker, our buddy Mike, said to the decoy, "Hey, you got this like hot friend, whatever the fuck her name was, on MySpace. I'd like if you could bring her over and I can anally rape both of you." That's what I was getting at. And I wanted to bring up the actual line, and I couldn't, so fuck me, I guess, and let's move on with Mikey here. We had to take one of our sniveling breaks here, so we're back.
You're maniac.
Yeah.
But remember, we have his chat log, where he writes to someone who says she's a 13-year-old female, "I like rape." She responds, "Creepy." Warrecker explains that he doesn't really want to rape her, just rough sex. "I'd want you to resist and pretend you didn't want it and stuff."
God, Warrecker.
What kind of a guy has a screen name?
That's a pretty good guy. Says that again.
"And you didn't want it and stuff."
What kind of a guy has a screen name? Can I rape you anally?
It gets responses.
Do you think rape is
I bet it does. I think the responses are like, should I call the police?
screen name?
Yes. Should I be
Can I rape?
Should I be alerted to
The
you
feds?
being...
What kind of a guy has a screen name? Can I rape you anally?
It gets responses.
Do you think rape is funny?
No.
Then why would you do this?
It's just something that I like to put myself into that role and talk about, you know?
So problematic.
Warrecker also asked.
And he always adds like a you know or an okay
Yeah.
or a come on.
Yeah.
Into that role and talk about, you know?
You know? You know? I actually don't know, so you're gonna have to explain that, brother.
Warrecker also asks online if he could tie the girl down while they're having sex. And it gets
God.
scarier when he goes on to add, I might want to cut you a little, suck on your blood, laugh out loud.
A trait that I look for is, you know, they enjoy a little bit of pain here and there, you know?
You've had girl friends who enjoy a little bit of pain.
Yeah.
Well, how many times have you had a conversation like this and actually met somebody to fulfill this rape fantasy?
No.
No.
Never, no, because when your screen name's Can I Rape You Anally, I think your target
is very
Yeah.
like minimized after that.
The percentage of females that will meet up with this guy, I think, are about 0%.
-%.
I'm not saying that there aren't like girls that are into this sort of shit either, or into the blood or any of that shit. Like I'm sure there are. I just mean like, it's not a.
Common.
It's not common, and even if you have that fetish, I don't think that you look for a guy whose screen name is "Can I Rape You Anally?" You know, it's a bit too out there. It's a bit too aggressive.
No, I just thought it'd be cool, you know, to hang out because I
thought it'd be cool to come over here after having a chat that went somewhat like this. So if I wanted to bend you over and just shove it in your and it hurt pretty bad, you wouldn't do anything, would you?
So Chrissy here didn't say blank as he usually does. It's fucking old-timey blank.
I want to bend you over and just shove it in your and it hurt.
Shove it in your ass. The whole chat log was that. So, like, this really doesn't do it justice. Like, when you look at the chat log, how graphic it was and how persistent he was and how, like, nonstop talking about sex and rape and aggressiveness and, like, it won't hurt you and fuck it if it does hurt you, like, that sort of shit. Like, it was almost 100% of the chat log.
Yeah.
I wish that they could show more of that, but I know this is NBC in, like, you know, mid-2000s. Like, I know that this would have been... You couldn't fucking show this sort of shit on TV. It's impossible. Like, people would have lost their minds if they read some of the shit this guy was actually saying.
Oh, yeah.
So I get it. Like, we got the kind of, like, TV audience version of it. But really, like, as... It's not as disturbing when you see it here. It just seems like he just brought up rape, like, a couple times. But he didn't. Like, he said it almost, like... Every few lines he would bring it up, you know.
Yeah,
it wasn't like
every other line.
It was all sex and shit, like
hurt pretty bad. You wouldn't do anything, would you? Yeah, I would scream and try to hit you. Well, you act like this is some big joke here.
Well, sir,
I mean, these are your words, not mine. I'm not making this up, right? This is the stuff you said.
That's correct.
To some.
I get why he's laughing, because, like, if you say something like that, what do you, like, you gotta laugh it off, because it's so stupid. Like, you couldn't say a stupider thing, there's no justification, like.
I would scream and try to hit you. Well, you act like this is some big joke here.
Oh, my God.
Sir,
I mean, these are your words, not mine. I'm not making this up, right? This is the stuff you said.
That's correct.
To somebody who said she was a 13-year-old girl.
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
Actually, right now, I'm unemployed. I got a small inheritance a year ago and sort of took a break, but I'm almost out of money now.
Okay. So you got inheritance, so someone in his family died. If you get inheritance, it probably means that someone of your caregivers died, like your mother, your father, or whoever was taking care of you. If your father dies and you get inheritance, you're not supposed to quit your job and try to rape children on the internet, okay? You're supposed to, like, invest that money.
Right.
Save it or
for
buy...
For greater good.
For greater good. Buy something you really need. Let's say you don't have a car. Maybe you can buy a car with it, okay? Or, you know, put a down payment on an apartment or a house or something. You're not supposed to just quit your job and fuck around. Like, that's not... That's not a financially viable use of your money.
No.
If any of you guys are in this scenario, don't be Mikey, okay? Invest that money. Be smart, please.
Be smart.
Time to get back to work.
It's back to work.
Warrecker tells me he's brought along a scary movie to watch with the girl. A
I think it was Silent Hill, right?
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
video camera and lubricant.
Yeah, video camera too, but I completely forgot. He was even gonna... He wanted to record her first rape, right? That's what he said. Damn, you Mikey, you motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Video cam.
Is this any way for a 29-year-old man to behave?
No.
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
Sometimes.
I'm Chris Hansen
Okay.
with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to pick up young boys and girls online for sex. If there's anything else you want to tell us about why you're here and what you've been doing, we'd like to hear it. If not, you're clearly free to walk out the...
Okay, so that's that. We've seen the rest. That's Michael Warrecker. He's kind of, he's a very interesting guy. He has very interesting mannerisms. The way he moves and talks is very kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
I genuinely believe he's a very dangerous person. Like, I know he doesn't come off that way in here, but the way he was talking to the decoy, the shit he was saying, like, you know, it's all in our
Very
other video. We read the
problematic.
whole fucking thing and analyzed it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's very problematic. It's very dangerous. And the fact that he wanted to really rape this girl, and he was hoping that she was smaller and she would, like, fight against him and all that shit. Not to mention that he asked for her friend to be involved. Like, all that shit is just crazy. He was also very quick moving. Like, the whole chat log was maybe... Like, he met this girl online, like, maybe a few days ago.
Yeah.
This wasn't like...
2-3 days ago.
And he was very comfortable right off the bat talking about rape. Like, I think one of the first lines after ASL was, "Do you like rape?"
Yep.
Or, "I have a strange question, do you like rape?" That sort of thing. He doesn't have any sort of sympathy or sensitivity to the topic. He's incredibly kind of like blatant and rude about it. We looked at what he got. I could never spell this idiot's name. Let me fucking Google it like this. We looked at what his sentence was. I just want to kind of pick it back up real quick. I think it's in the aftermath, right? Okay.
120 days in jail and 5 years of
5 years
probation.
probation. But the important part is he has to register as sex offender for life.
Yeah.
So that's way too light overall. I think he should have gone much worse. Like, this is a really dangerous person that should be put away. That shouldn't really be interfering with society. However, as far as I know, he hasn't reoffended, so let's take that with some sort of a grain of salt, yeah. 120 days in jail is really nothing. Like, it's not even in prison, so you're not getting your ass kicked or anything like you would be. Sex offender for life is very important. I think he really needs that. I think everyone around him needs to be alerted of how much of a fuckhead this guy is. This guy was the first to show up online. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because of the child log. I mean, the video, the way it went, because it opened up with Chris Hansen talking about all the shit. Charming username. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Seriously though, like,
he has a really good hairline though. I'll give it to him. Like, that thing is not.
yeah.
Like,
it's
there's a
not
bit of
giving
a
up.
space here, but it's because of the way he put his hair. But look at that hairline, man. That thing is. It's so sharp, man. Good for you, Mikey.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts, man. This is a fucked up guy.
Super fucked up.
He's pretty funny though. Like, the segment is pretty funny.
The facial expression and the gesture, sure, but like,
Yeah.
everything else is beyond fucked.
No,
so.
it's really, really bad who he is as a human being, though. I wish that society could have seen more of him, like, from the chat log. Like, I wish they exposed him more. But, I mean, what are you going to do? You get what you get.
Yeah.
And then we always have... I love that you always have Lorne over here, man. That is awesome. That's the 2024, I believe, or late 2023 mugshot. This is after the latest catfish left him, and he's just miserable, man. Like, he looks miserable here.
We won't talk about that, though,
Case
because
3
not
left him.
everyone's familiar with that.
I know.
So.
I love this guy. Okay. That's all for me. Anything you'd like to leave off with, Cheffy?
I think
Chachi?
Chachi.
Anything to say, Chachi?
Nothing in particular. Just shocked. Gonna have to sit with this a little bit and relax, you know. Maybe play some It Takes Two or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But yeah.
Get our minds off of the anal rape that we just experienced.
Inappropriate. But as always, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of our little community, which is growing bit by bit. But stay tuned to the next one, because we'll have a new kind of segment, new chat log, whatever comes up, whatever we decide. But thanks for being with us, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and stay tuned for more.
Bye-bye, party people.
See ya.